What's up everybody? Welcome back to Top Notes. I'm Sebastian, gonna be reviewing two fragrances for you. This one you might already recognize from one of my previous Ormonde, Jayne London niche fragrance, unboxing videos. They sent me a bunch of the little samples. And this one was by far the best, in my opinion, of course. This is called Ambre Royal. And then I actually just reached out. I literally just messaged them. I love being a YouTuber. So now that I have 10K subs, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna email them and tell them, hey, I really like that one. Can I have a full bottle? And so I did, and they literally were just like, yeah, what's your address? So yeah, so I got sent a free bottle. I told them, hey, this is one of my favorite fragrances of all time, which is true. I'm not, making that up. And I just told them, really awesome. I would love to use it in a video, in my compilation, my top 10 videos and stuff like that in the future. Can I get a full bottle? And they were like, yeah, and we're gonna send you this one as well. It's called Verano. So they sent me that one too. They were like, hey, you might like this one too. So I guess it's a win-win. They probably like any sort of PR that they get, especially if I already like it, and then I get free stuff. So anyway, this is Ambre Royal. We're gonna be talking about Ormonde Jayne. I already did a video a while back on a sample kit that I got from them. Some of them were not that good in my opinion. Some of them were really good. This one included. This one was what I thought to be the best of all of them. But that's the name of the game with niche. And really what I would recommend for you guys is, after watching this video, I would probably just pick up the sample kit that they have. I'm pretty sure they still sell a sample kit. Just get the sample kit and then you'll find out which one works best for you, because really with niche, it's like you'll love it, you hate it, everything, one of them is gonna speak to you. And this one really spoke to me. So we'll kind of chit chat about this one. I do have a discount link. It is in my description, okay, but that's not gonna, sway what I think about this new one. At least I already love this one, you guys know that. But yeah, so never pay full price. I'll throw it in the description as always. Anyway, so yeah, so this is their amber fragrance, obviously, Ambre Royal. It's gonna come like this in this sort of orange packaging. It's very nicely made. It's made out of like a cloth thing. This is an 88 milliliter. And then inside the little cloth package, there's a magnetic, this bad boy. It better be nice. Their fragrances are freaking expensive, guys. So that's why I say do the sample kit. See what you like first. Don't take my word for it. Maybe it just hits my nose a certain way. And then it comes with a little placard. They all come with a little placard where they have like a little, kind of a poem, and they talk about the notes and everything. And it's really nicely done, and it's signed by this Linda Jayne gal. Yeah, super fancy, nice thick paper here. This one just says, a spellbinding perfume, mystical and mesmerizing, both feminine and masculine. This is a unisex fragrance, guys. I feel like, to my nose, it leans a little bit more masculine just because of this dark amber that's in there, but no biggie. So the top notes are green notes, orange absolute, and bergamot. Heart notes is Jabson absolute. And you know what? Honestly, most of the time they're full of it. When they're talking about like, oh, use this absolute or this absolute, that's like a note. So they can lie. They can literally lie to you guys. I don't think that they're lying. And the reason for this is, and I've used a Jasmine Absolute. It's super expensive. I feel like they might actually be telling the truth, that they're using actual Jasmine Absolute and real Osmanthus as well, because they have it. It just has this certain dirtiness that is so reminiscent of the real deal. I've used real Jasmine Absolute, guys. It's super expensive, but it has this sort of a, not fecal, but like just a dirtiness that is so natural. And it's more than just if you use Indole. Those of you who know, Indole smells like, just dirty death, poop, it doesn't smell very good at all. But you use a tiny bit of it in your white florals, and then it makes it smell more realistic. This is even more so. This has all the little bits of it. It's more than Indoline as well. I know what you're thinking, maybe Indoline. No. To my fellow perfumers out there, I really think they're using the straight up the Absolute. They feel like just a quality brand, like they go all in with quality here. So the container is super nice as always. It's a solid metal cap, like literally, like that could break my freaking countertop. So super solid, solid blends in all of their fragrances, even the ones that I was like, not into it. This one smells kind of dated. Maybe this one just isn't my vibe. Anyway, I feel like they're using high quality ingredients. So back to, I know I'm yapping again, but yeah. So middle notes, there's also rose oil, amber, orris butter, and orchid oil. They're probably not using orris butter because real orris butter doesn't smell that good. I would go with Orris Jivco or something like that. Orchid oil, again, that doesn't really exist. The base notes, cedarwood, ambroxan, tonka, patchouli, and musk. Okay, so again, these base notes they lean more masculine, in my opinion. Yes, there's a lot of florals in there. Yes, this is a floral and musky heavy, an amber and musk heavy fragrance, but I feel like it's definitely more masculine here. So enough chit chat about the presentation and about how nice they are. Thanks again, Ormonde Jayne. I really appreciate it. I mean, you guys know I like your brand already, so you already got me, but I appreciate you sending a full bottle my way anyways. They also sent me this one. This one's called Verano. We'll talk about this one in a bit. I think they were just hoping that I would like it and I would promote it. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But yeah, so first things first, yeah, Ambre Royal. One of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. And I don't say that lightly. You guys know I own hundreds of fragrances. There's something about it. The way it hits your nose, it hits my nose like, and this is gonna sound weird, but when you pull into your workplace or whatever, and they just freshly put in new like cedarwood chips, and it has that kind of stink to it. It's kind of stinky, but also woody and like really deep, like resin or something in there, and it just almost, it's like it's so bad, but it's good. It's like almost addicting, and you want to keep smelling it. Man. And the amber is in there, sure, yes, you get the resins, something, it must have to do with either the cedar that they're using, like some real cedarwood stuff, like Atlas cedarwood, or maybe Virginia cedarwood, no, probably Atlas, just because it's a little more dirty. Something about it, it's so, I know usually my job is to explain it to you guys. It's hard to explain what this smells like. You gotta just smell it for yourself. It's carnal almost. It's like, for some reason, it just hits this part of your brain. It like tickles this part of your brain. It's just very interesting. Almost like when you're sanding, I don't know if any of you guys do like woodworking, if you use olive wood, and you're like sanding it down or you're cutting through it and you get that smell, that weird smell where it smells like bad but good, olive wood. Specifically olive wood. I haven't smelled it with a lot of other woods, but I think olive wood, because it's so like oily or whatever, I don't know. But it kind of has that smell to it. Amazing, amazing. Amber heavy, very amber heavy. There's some old school musks in there. Maybe that's adding to it. This smells like a winter and fall fragrance. I don't even think you could probably pull it off in spring, but that's debatable. It's definitely winter, fall. It's so amber heavy. You want it in the winter and fall. It's gonna warm things up. Not a lot of spiciness to it. The florals do come through. So there is that the jasmine, and there is the osmanthus. Both great, amazing white florals there. Yes, it's floral heavy, but it's not feminine. This is a great fragrance. I'm gonna give it 9.8. 9.7 maybe, probably 9.7 I'm gonna say. I don't want to give it a 10, because it's not perfect, but this is a great fragrance. I cannot recommend this one enough, but it is expensive. So if you're okay with blowing a little bit of money on the niche fragrances, if you're a niche guy, no problem. Otherwise, I would probably just either go for a smaller version or a sample of it. So yeah, that one definitely is a go-to. Yeah, links in description. But this other one, here's the other one. This is made in England, 10 milliliters. They have the 10 mil sizes as well. I would probably go for a 10 mil if you're gonna try them out. Another good one, there was an Oud and Rose one that at first I didn't really like it. And now I'm like, all right, this is a solidly done, well blended Oud and Rose fragrance. This one, however, this is interesting because one of the accords in it is for mountain air. And I've sprayed this on my skin. It's decently long lasting, you know, nothing special. It's about moderate. Projection is about moderate to maybe moderate to strong. This one, longevity is moderate to long lasting, and projection is about average. This one, yeah, it's very fresh, it's very green. It's almost like they're using like a Doxil or something, or almost like a clean linens type smell. That's this mountain air, right? Whenever they have one of these weird conceptual things, it's like mountain air, you're like, oh shoot, how are they gonna do this? Let's figure this out. So that, I would give them an A+ for creativity. What's this one called? Verano. Okay, we'll pull up the notes right now. Yeah, Verano, Ormonde Jayne. Montabaco Verano. So it's citrus, tobacco, musky, kind of. It scores a 4.32. I mean, they all score well on Fragrantica. These are not, I don't mean to hate. These are good fragrances. Overall, people do like them. Top notes: grapefruit, mountain air, bergamot, orange, cardamom, clary sage, juniper. I think it's a mixture of the juniper and maybe some aldehydes like mandarin aldehyde, this whole orange thing, mountain air, maybe the Doxil or some of those kind of ozonic fragrance ingredients. I don't really know. But it's kind of fresh. It feels like you're out there with, yeah, some juniper or maybe some sort of like cypress trees or some sort of outdoorsy trees. Middle notes, tea, you definitely get the tea. You do get the tea. Violet, magnolia, rose, not really. Base notes, tobacco leaf, which is crazy because I get a little bit of it now, but only when you mention it. Suede, cashmere, nah, can't really tell. Isoe, super, moss, sandalwood, ambergris, ambergris, and tonka. Again, can't really tell. I would say this is tobacco, tea, and mountain air. You know, that's the main notes of it. Very niche. These are all very niche. So this brand truly is niche. You know, some of the brands, they piss me off. Even the ones that reach out to me, you know, and I know I've voiced my opinions about that. Me and the brands don't always see eye to eye, but Ormonde Jayne, I will admit, you guys are truly niche. You've earned that niche. The quality, the blending, the price, you know, the price, of course. And yeah, they're not like super expensive. They're not like Rouge à Dove, you know, they're not that expensive, but still, for me, I'm kind of a cheap guy. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little cheaper, so I'm a little bit more wary with the niche. But if you're into the niche fragrances and you don't mind spending a little bit, check them out. 100% recommend. This one, I'm gonna personally, to me, this is maybe a 7.5. This one I do not love. It's probably a like, not a love. This one is a love. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what's your favorite fragrance? What's your go-to, one of those ones that you smell and you just can't stop hitting it? You know, you just like, it's addicting. You have any like that you think I should check out? Anyway, let me know. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see y'all in the next one.